Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Oh, he's going on that bread thing again.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
Today,
Bob.
Brad, we're going to talk about 5 rules you must follow to stop pain after surgery or if you have arthritis.
Right. Yep.
So these are some general rules we're going to provide to you that we hope will help you decrease that pain.
Oh, there is a strong likelihood it's going to give you
Some relief.
Yep, it's going to make management much better.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, you want to join us on social media. We're giving 3 reasons lately.
3.
Number 1, we're going to give you positive vibes.
There
You
you
feel
go.
those if you do. 2, if you go to Twitter or Instagram, we got a shortened version of this where we don't ramble on. And 3, if you want to participate in one of our giveaways, go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section. What are we giving away, Brad?
Bob, we're giving away the outstanding grip strengthener. If you really want to get a good grip, good range of motion, if you really need some strength for hockey, playing, swinging that bat or rock climbing, that's what this.
There we go.
This is the ticket.
You didn't mention golf.
Golf. Oh, sorry,
right.
golf. 500-yard
Drives,
drive,
yeah. No problem, guaranteed. All right, Brad, let's start stalking.
Okay,
Start
so
talking.
if you have pain, a painful arm, leg, whatever, back, and you want to get it moving. I mean, if you get things moving, get the joints moving, typically the pain will reduce. So oftentimes when you move initially, it's painful and it hurts. So your body is saying stop, and so you listen to your body and you stop. But there are times when you need to find out if you can work through that pain, and then the pain will start dropping off after you get
Right, if
movement.
it keeps getting worse, then yes, you have to stop.
Right.
But there is many instances where it just starts to slowly get a little bit better, and then in that instance, that's the kind of time where you want to keep going.
Very commonly with arthritis, you want to get things moving after a surgery or after an injury. You need to get joints moving again so you can get them back to healthy.
Well, I can tell you with back pain, this is a huge one.
Sure.
My wife just twinged her back this weekend, and I said, we're going for a walk. And we walked for an hour and a half. And it felt, we did.
Well, you're overdoing it a little bit.
Yeah, well, we usually walk a lot. So it felt good, though, after that.
Okay, good.
So.
All right, so anyways, the mind takes this information in from the painful part, and it hurts, and the mind
translates
or
interprets it.
Yeah. But a lot of times it'll take history from that joint. So example, if you hurt your elbow in an accident and every time you moved it, it would be really painful at a certain point of while it happened or shortly afterwards, your mind remembers that. And so it is very apprehensive to move that joint, and it'll guard it, and it'll make you go, don't touch it because it's going to hurt, or don't move it. And we need to break through that cycle.
Yeah, they become hypersensitive nerves, basically, and just kind of an emotional attachment to it. Your brain, it's a wondrous thing. It's trying to protect you, but sometimes it works too hard to protect you.
So
it goes a little overboard.
One way you can help work through that psychological aspect is just they've done studies on this where you get educated, read a book.
Yeah, the more you understand about the pain cycles and how they work, the more the pain seems to go down.
We do have some books on our favorite books under our bobandbrad.com website. Adrian Lowe has some. There's another one, Explain Pain by Mosley and Butler.
Butler's a big one in our field as far as pain.
Yeah. So if you've got a chronic issue that's been going on and you really want to get after it without pain meds, I would get a book, read it. It's going to help. And then we're finally getting to our 5 resistance exercise, 5 rules. So let's start with number 1, shall we, Bob?
Okay, sure.
Without further ado. Number 1 is limit to a pain-free range of motion.
Now, we just said you might have some pain. So when we say that, what we're talking about is that the pain is starting to get better, right? I mean, there could be some pain, but it should be improving as you do the range.
So I'll give an example. Let's say I've got an elbow injury or arthritic elbow, and I need to get it moving. So I'm going to use some really light resistance. That's another rule. You may start without resistance.
Yeah, you just start some movement.
And if you can get movement here to here, and it's not so bad, and you do a few reps, and after about 5 or 10 reps, the pain's a little better, and it seems like it's moving a little more. That's all good sign.
But you brought up a good point right there, Brad, is that let's say you do the full range and it hurts.
Yes.
But if you can go a small oscillations and it doesn't,
Right.
there you go. I had a guy just had neck pain recently, and we found a position he could do just slight rotations, and he had his finger on the neck. That's all he would do. And eventually he was able to work towards more rotation. So we got to start somewhere. You got to get the movement somewhere.
Exactly. So that's number one rule is pain-free range of motion. Number two, do the motion slowly.
Right.
So you're not going to go like this to
Right.
get that elbow moving. It's slow, gentle, and you may even need to help a little bit with the healthy
A little assisted motion.
or someone to help you, whatever it may be. I'm just talking about the elbow. It
elbow.
could be any joint in the body.
And this pertains to me because I was having trouble with both of my elbows, and I did all these things you're talking about here, Brad.
Sure.
And it did help a lot when I did lifting to do it slowly.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's why I had to move away from the weights.
Yep.
Because with weights you have to kind of a lot of times do it rapidly. Where bands you can do nice and slow.
Right. A little more controllable.
Yeah.
Which brings to rule number 3. Higher repetitions. By higher, I'm not talking 100. I mean up to 30 repetitions versus like if you're strengthening to get bulk, you're going maybe 8 to 12 repetitions with heavier weights. That that is completely out. We want lighter weights, higher repetitions.
You might be able to eventually go back to that, but start off with the high reps and the lower resistance. I guess I'm sorry, I cut into because that's your next one that you're going to say, number 4, right?
Right. Low resistance.
Low resistance versus high resistance.
So, if you're obviously you're using weight, you use less weight. If you're using bands, there's a lot of different options. And that's one of the advantages. Bands for this type of exercise is probably better than weight because you can control it. I'm using 2 here and I might be here. Oh, that's too much. I'll just go to 1, or I'll just simply change the resistance and the length of the band.
Give a little more length.
Yeah, so it's very easy to get variable resistance and low resistance as well, especially with bands. The yellow is typically a really low resistance.
You really want to experiment here is what you want to do.
Sure.
And find out what can you do that's going to be pain-free, because if you just sit and freeze and stay in one position, it's not going to get better. I can tell you that. I mean, rest is fine, but you got to start getting some movement.
Right. And then the last, number 5, is different body positions can really change how your body feels and how you can be more relaxed. The more relaxed you are, the better you're going to do this. And the other thing, we could add number 6 on here, it's a general thing, is make sure you're breathing with all of these exercises.
Very good point.
Probably should have started with that one as the bonus.
That's the overall one, really.
Breathe in your nose, out your mouth while you're doing the exercise is going to make a tremendous difference on how you respond.
Help decrease that apprehension that you might have towards moving a joint.
Here, Bob, I just wanted to give an example. If we are doing that elbow, people might think, well, how else are you going to do it? You can do it standing.
Sure.
Okay, you can do it sitting, and you may have to readjust. If you happen to be using the bands, there's a lot of different ways you can adjust the tension. Like there, I go over around 2 feet, and that gives me the right resistance. Or why don't you hop off there, Bob? You can do it laying down.
Sure.
And this is a big advantage of bands. You don't have to have gravity limit your...
Make sure it's secure.
Right.
It's not going to snap you.
With the weight, you could do this with the weight laying down, and that might not be a bad idea.
Right, because it's gravity assisted at one point.
Right. Gravity's fighting here, but then once you get to here, then gravity's pulling it down. So that may or may not be an advantage to you. If you do it this way, whoops, good thing it was rubber coated, huh?
Yeah.
This is a nice way to do it. I might do 1 here, put it around both feet. But just the fact that you're laying down and being horizontal can allow you to relax
Your whole
more.
body is supported while you're doing the exercise.
You could be doing hip exercises with the band like this, hip and knee, working with some light resistance and that pain-free range.
So find out what works for you. That's the key here. That's the overall theme of this video is find a way to get moving and do it.
Right.
So
should I go through
darn
them
it.
one more time? Just a quick review. Number 1, pain-free range. Number 2, slow motion to start with.
Sure.
And you're never going to go to fast anyways. It's always going to be relatively slow.
Under
Number
control.
3, higher repetitions up to 30 reps. Doesn't have to be 30, but you're working up to there. Number 4, low resistance. And number 5, change your body
Change positions.
Yes.
So
Wow.
wunderbar.
We did that in less than 10 minutes.
The Germans are proud of you, fellow German.
Where'd you
Okay.
come up with that?
What? Wunderbar, that's a word.
Is it?
Wonderful.
Oh, really?
I think
Wow,
so.
Thanks.
All right, thanks for watching.